The story begins with our main character in conversation with a robot named Pax. But Pax abruptly apologizes, stating he can't understand human speech. Then, without another word, Pax departs with an unregistered product in hand. Our main character is left wondering, why are there so few people working at this logistics center? We're then taken back in time. Our main character has just completed his military training. His parents have paid 6 months' rent on a studio apartment for him. They themselves have just moved to a pleasant home in the countryside. Our main character daydreams of having a romance life in a part-time job of a cafe. But reality hits hard. He struggles to find any work at all. Even a coffee shops turn him down. A thought crosses his mind. The world is not as kind as he thought. His sisters, unaware of his struggles, tease him about his job hunt. We see their chat messages. They're discussing the very logistics center where he now stands. It's here that our main character eventually finds employment. The flashback ends, bringing us back to the present. His manager barks an order to check for more stocks of a specified product in the warehouse. Our main character can't help but think. Even Pax the robot showed more warmth than his manager. He enters the warehouse. Suddenly the doors slam shut. He tries to call for help, but there's no signal. He thinks it is fine and there is nothing to worry about. After that he sends a selfie to the family group chat about being stuck. After some time, one of his sisters replies. She heard a building collapse. Then a massive tremor shakes the logistics center. A deafening sound echoes from outside the warehouse. He frantically tries to contact the police. Still no signal. A chilling fear grips him. He instinctively knows. If he makes a sound, he will die. He thinks, whatever is outside those doors, it isn't human. Panic sets in. He says, what is he supposed to do? After some time, his thoughts turn to his family. He prays they are safe. Then an impossible sight. A system interface materializes in front of him, floating in midair. He thinks he's finally lost his mind. The system reveals his newfound ability. A subspace ability. One that could potentially store the entire world. But to achieve that, he needs to level up his skill. The system asks him what he wants to store. Thinking this is all a hallucination, he half-jokingly tells the system, store the logistics center. In an instant, the warehouse vanishes. Our main character falls to the ground. When he looks around to see what had happened outside, he is disgusted to see his manager's lifeless body on the ground. He sees a large shadow looming over him. Assuming it's a bear, he prepares to run. But as he glances back, he sees an orc. An orc? What is a creature from a game doing here? The orc charges towards him. Certain he's about to die, he braces for the worst. Just then, the system finishes storing the warehouse. It asks him if he would like to enter the subspace. He accepts without hesitation. A portal opens and he steps through. He finds himself inside the subspace. The orc is left outside, unable to follow. He asks the system why the orc can't enter. A drone appears explaining. Without his express permission, no one can enter his subspace. And that concludes the first chapter. The name of the manhwa is Hiding a Logistics Center in the Apocalypse. Thanks for watching and make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.